Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Makakadash. Yahweh being true name for Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being named for His only begotten Son, who the Lord Igly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, that taught us His truth and will well, the citations to hope elect His truth and all honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh Sop, because listen to the spirit power, Yahweh Shai. Another just in transit lesson through the spirit, meditating on a few things. I want to start with this precept. Ecclesiastes 2:1 says, "My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation." Prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, so this lesson is a message for some of the younger audience, because you still got a lot of brothers, ancestors that are newly coming into the truth. It seems like there might be a surge that's going to take place soon, because you're having a time period in this last days where people are going to be forced to recognize that there is a higher power, and out of desperation of the sufferings that everyone's about to go through, they're really going to be seeking the Lord and trying to ask for forgiveness, because they're going to be scared. There's a lot of things going on in America right now, man. When you had even from New Year's Day, you've had all sorts of things that's taking place. You had a guy that plowed through the crowd at the New Year's Eve celebration down in New Orleans. You had a Tesla truck that was parked that blew up at Trump Tower. You had all those wildfires where all those hundreds of thousands of people lost their homes. There's been threats of the United States is going to get attacked real soon. I mean, there's all sorts of things, man. Left and right, left and right, left and right. Now, you got President Trump that is sworn in office, and he's hitting the ground running. He's about to sign off a lot of executive orders. He's coming for a lot of benefits that Israelites have been receiving. So women are going to start to feel the pain real soon with him in office. And I wouldn't be surprised if he attacks, Section 8 housing. And that's been the biggest benefit of Eve, of the biggest catalyst behind Eve being so rebellious and not caring about being in order and having a husband, is that they always had that fallback, that safety net, to where they can go out and have, the ability to get abroad, and do things of being independent. They always say they're independent, but really they're actually dependent on the government. They've changed their dependency from having a husband, a righteous man, to being dependent on, the state and the benefits. Trump made a lot of things that he said a lot of things he was going to do when he did get in office. And he's never been cool with, the whole EBT and stuff like that. So that's probably under threat right now. Like I said, Section 8 housing, he's not with nobody freeloading off the system no more. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does some executive orders affecting that as well. Because the United States is in so much trillions of dollars of debt. Right now he's the poster guy to fix all these financial issues and fix America. So the problems of it is too much damn handouts. You got a lot of people that are just milking off the system, and it'd be Israelites doing that shit, and a lot of it is women. So one of the things that he's signing in the law right now is a big one, is he says that a woman can't claim her kids on our tax return no more if the father is on child support. If the father's on child support and paying child support, nope, you ain't gonna get that end of year tax benefit. And Eve, she lives for that. Her whole motivation and working is they look forward to the end of year and getting that. So that being stripped away, I'm not gonna like that. If he's willing to do that, how far is he gonna go? All right, and he's writing executive orders of doing mass deportations. He has hundreds of facilities already built and housed to round up quote unquote migrants. And that target of the word migrants is not going to be alone anymore. He's going to add names to that list too. Okay? So he's coming for Israel, man. The scriptures say, you know, the enemy, the devil, shall come in with great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time, roughly paraphrasing. So there's going to be a lot of laws and things that he's going to be pushing forward, where, you know, with his past life, when he was Nero, he did a lot of laws that the people didn't want, that people, you know, went against what the public wanted. And the mass of the public, you know, is basically, they support that whole man being with man, woman being with woman. They support the whole, you know, abortion and stuff like that. He's taking all that stuff away, but the vast majority, they actually want all that shit. So it's unrighteous that people want those type of things. It's unrighteous that this whole feminist, independent, you know, women movement is not righteous. It's not the ways of the Lord, you know. The Lord had to set up, she said to the woman, thy desire shall be to thy husband. Okay, but a lot of women nowadays, you know, their desire is not to their husband. Their desire is to have to that title of something they can go and have a certificate with and have a bunch of pictures and a wedding dress and a photo, but they don't want to actually apply themselves and have the full responsibility of doing what a wife is supposed to do, which is to be in subjection and servitude under her man and to be beneath him, not equal. You know, the Lord says that the man is the head of the woman, and that the woman was not created the man was not created for the woman, but the woman was created for the man. But you know what? That is not the mentality of any of these women in America. You try to tell them that, they're going to say you're misogynistic. They're going to say you're controlling. You know, they want the freedom, the liberty to gather abroad, to have options, and to be able to divorce their man if things don't go the way they want it, and go and be with others. And he's really putting, you know, with this Project 2025 agenda, there's a lot of stuff that's squashing and dead in all of that shit. Well, not all of it, but, you know, a lot of it. And the vast majority ain't gonna be with it, not gonna be cool with it, man. So you're gonna have a nation that's divided against itself. So with that, what comes with that is a lot of chaos, you know. And also, this guy is not afraid to go toe to toe, to go to war with any of these nations, you know. And I say this guy, but it really isn't Trump. He answers to, you know, the elites, the Rothschild, the Rockefellers. That's really that guy. He's just the face. He's the puppet. Okay, the puppeteer is controlling all of this stuff. They want the United States to go to war with Iran. Okay, Iran, Russia, you name it. Whoever, the United States has always been the gun that they just point at another place to shoot at if they want financial gain or capital. And this place is so many trillions of dollars of debt, they got to go a war with whoever they say, whoever they deem. So what does that mean for your average American citizen? You're about to experience warfare. You're about to experience famines, starvations. You're about to experience riots, civil war, civil unrest. There will be war on U.S. soil. This place will get hit, will get attacked. The dollar will crash. Okay? And he's going to want to ultimately microchip everybody, man. Because that's the mark of the beast. And he's got his cabinet, his office. Elon Musk is right there with him. He's the one in charge of the device that goes in the head. Okay? And then you got Dr. Oz. He's going to be, he put him as the head of healthcare. And when you have somebody that's in charge of healthcare, for healthcare purposes, they can push a law and mandate shit for healthcare purposes. So with all this, you know, pandemic scare and all this stuff that's going on, okay, Dr. Oz can easily say, hey, look, we need Trump, we need this to make this a law, that we need this device to find out who has received, you know what, the juice in their arm or not. The preventative, quote unquote, preventative stuff in their bodies. And they're going to say the way to track that is they're going to want you to take that RFID microchip. And Dr. Oz has publicly on this show advertised it. Trump is already passing, executive orders right now as I speak on all this stuff, man. So you have to prepare your soul for temptation, meaning you're going to be faced with a decision to make. Either you're going to stay the course of what you learned from the warnings of the prophets about being an Israelite and to not bow down to the system, or you're going to fold and just give up and just give in and say, it'd be easier for me just to look at it. Those guys are just conspiracy theorists and none of this stuff is really going to happen. Let me just not look at it and live my life. And then you die back into the world and you go take all that shit. And you know what's going to be set up for you is death and destruction. You're going to die by fire, man. Okay? Because this is not, this is not our rest, man. And we are living in the last days. And before shit hits the fan, you're going to be faced with a big test. A massive test. You're going to have to call upon the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You're going to be faced with hard decisions of possibly giving up your house, giving up your jobs, your businesses, family members, all to serve the Lord, man. So what are you going to do? So prepare thy soul for temptation, man. You be ready to pass the test. Okay, so just a quick in-transit lesson. Lord's will is edifying. I'm going to close out, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Yahushai, Bashem HaKadosh, Dobanos, our apostles, the elders, great millstone, Tasha's truth and will well, and citations, Jehovah, let person is truth and not sincerity. Shalom.